I am very tired of being pregnant, you guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my 36-week pregnancy update. I am super excited for this one because I'm actually 37 weeks today, so I've finished the whole 36 weeks, so I am full term and I can have this baby any day now, so I'm so excited. But I have a lot of stuff to tell you guys. At 36 weeks, your baby is the size of a papaya, which is huge. So that's 18 inches and around 6 pounds. It's just crazy to believe that something that big is actually inside of my stomach. I went to my 36-week appointment, which at 36 weeks is when you start switching to going every single week, so that's really exciting for first-time moms as well. It's exciting for me too, but this time all of my appointments went by really fast to me. The first time I was dreading the wait between appointments. That 4 weeks was awful for me the first pregnancy, and then even when I got to 2 weeks, I still felt like that was a long time. So as soon as I got to like the appointments that were going week by week, I was so excited to be able to hear Kaiya's heartbeat all the time and see how it's going and stuff like that a lot quicker than waiting a whole month in between each appointment. So at my appointment on Tuesday, today is Sunday. Oh my goodness, today is Sunday and I went to my appointment Tuesday, so almost a whole week ago. I was told that I was a centimeter dilated, which is really exciting. That means the process is starting, but also it could mean nothing. I could stay at 1 centimeter dilated for weeks and weeks and weeks and nothing happens. My doctor did not strip my membranes at this appointment, but I think I'm going to ask her to do it at my next appointment. My next appointment is this Tuesday for my 37-week checkup, and I'm hoping that she'll let me do a sweep because that is what put me into labor with Kaiya, and honestly I'm hoping that I go into labor either late next week or the week after that. My doctor is going to be away for an entire week. The week before my due date, she's going to be gone, so that really sucks because that's when I had Kaiya. With Kaiya, I went into labor 5 days early, so I'm just like really nervous that that's exactly what's gonna happen this time, and I'm gonna have no option of my doctor being the one who delivers my baby, which would make me really sad because I love her and I want her to be the one who delivers her. At that appointment, I also did the Group B strep test. So that is just, they swab you to make sure that you don't have this Group B strep. It's like a collection of bacteria or something that pregnant women or not pregnant women, anybody can have it. It's not contagious. It's not like an STD or anything. It's just like a bacteria that some people have. 50% of pregnant women have it, so it's very, very common. But my results came back negative. They came back negative with Kaiya as well, so thank God, because that is a really big, it's like not scary for you personally, but it is scary if you have it and you're pregnant, because if you go into labor, you have to get into the hospital 4 hours before you have the baby. That's how long they have to administer the antibiotic for you to not give it to your baby. And then even after that, you still have like I think it's like a 1% chance that you could give it to your baby during childbirth, and then it can affect your baby after they're born. So luckily I came back negative, but if you came back positive for it, it's not the end of the world. It's totally fine. Half of women have it while they're pregnant. Also in that appointment, I did my anesthesiology consultation. So that is just where you go and sign all of your consent forms for getting an epidural. I am choosing to get an epidural again. I have no wants or needs to feel the pain of labor. My anesthesiologist who I had with Kaiya was amazing. I've told you guys this before. She did everything perfect. I had no issues, no horror stories, no nothing. You hear so many bad things about epidurals, but she did a great job. So if she's there, I requested to have her again. But again, you have no idea when you're gonna go into labor. I could go into labor in the middle of the night and there's only one anesthesiologist on call and it's not her, or whatever, anything could happen. So I hope that it's her again, but if it's not, hopefully everybody at my hospital is just as great as she was. At this appointment last time with Kaiya, it was when I did the hospital tour and went and saw the rooms and stuff. I didn't choose to do that this time because I've already seen all the rooms. I've been in them, I stayed in them, so I already know how the hospital works and how it looks. I didn't need to do that. So other than that, I'm pretty much just sitting around waiting to have this baby, which is really exciting. Hopefully I'm a little bit more dilated than I was last time, and I'm at least progressing through this week so that I can have a baby pretty soon. To go along with being dilated and getting ready for her, I really want to start doing all the things I can do to induce labor, but Dakarai is actually being the worst and like not letting me. But some of the things I can do without like him getting in the way of, like, you can eat pineapple. Pineapple is supposed to thin out your cervix. Spicy foods, of course. Garlicky foods, of course. Walking a lot. Dakarai is like trying. I keep asking him to go on walks, and I swear every single day he's like trying to act like he doesn't want to for whatever reason. But he is like super scared that I'm having the baby, but I can feel it. It's not that I can feel it, because you won't know. You won't know if you're gonna have the baby or not. Last time with Kaiya, I did have like a warning day, I guess, where I was having contractions, but I have contractions like I was having with Kaiya the day before labor, like all the time. So really any of these days could be the day before. But what hasn't happened that did happen with Kaiya was my mucus plug came out all at once. I wasn't one of those people who it came out slowly. My mucus plug literally just all came out at one time, and that was it. None of my contractions hurt. If I have contractions, they're really not very bad. I did have one night, a couple nights ago, that I was having contractions kind of consistently, but I think that it was just the way I was laying or something, and I had walked a lot that day. I was having contractions, and I was actually like low-key, like really low-key, like I didn't even say anything to Dakarai, freaking out in the bed. But I was able to go to sleep, and I woke up in the morning and everything was normal. I didn't feel the same way. So because I was able to go to sleep, I know that it wasn't real labor. Other than that, I haven't had any, there's been no scares. I haven't felt weird. Like I said, my mucus plug hasn't come out. Sometimes that doesn't even come out at all, but I'm assuming, or I'm hoping that it will come out this time so I can kind of know like, okay, like something's happening. But at my appointment on Tuesday, I'll also get another update. So you're really only in the dark those days before your appointment and the days after, but when you have your appointment, you know what's going on. So that's nice. Zaina is also sitting super low. I do not remember Kaiya being this low in my stomach when I was this early with her last time. I honestly don't even remember my stomach getting very low, but I do have a picture of my stomach the day before I had Kaiya, and it's really low. You can tell like that baby is about to come out. That's how I feel this time. Like she is very, very low, and it's so bad that I'm starting to feel those pains in my pelvic bone. I can feel that she's like digging around in there, which is really not comfortable. Definitely feeling a lot less movement, which is another good sign. She is not able to move because she's so big. So once they get a lot bigger, they're not able to move as much. And also once they get into that engaged position where they're head down and super low in your belly, they can't really move around, and they're also preparing for labor. So they're kind of like in their end position in your stomach, so they're not really like going all over the place. So that is a good thing, because a lot of her movements, unless she's digging down in my pelvic bone, a lot of her movements don't hurt anymore, and she can't really reach my ribs. So it's not hurting in my ribs anymore, thank God, because that is the actual worst. Still having that pain in my groin, and I don't know what it is. It just really hurts. It's a lot of pressure down there. I don't remember having so much pressure with Kaiya at this early, but again, if I'm dilated earlier than I was with Kaiya, of course I'm having all of these symptoms a lot earlier. I have a lot of pain in my left side of my groin. If I lifted my right leg up, it would be like excruciating pain to just stand on just my left leg. But that's also because I weigh a lot more than I'm used to, so it really could just be like my leg being like, whoa, like you are really heavy right now, chill out. And also you're completely unbalanced because your stomach is so much bigger than the back of you. My heartburn is back this week. I had like 1 week of not having heartburn and being okay at the end of every night, but now my heartburn has come back. So it seems like it's actually all day every day now, not so much just at the end of the day. I cannot eat anything spicy at all, which sucks because I'm supposed to be eating spicy food right now, so I'm probably just gonna have to deal with it. But I'm hoping that that means she comes out with more hair than Kaiya, because Kaiya had no hair at all when she was born. It was funny because Dakarai thought that she was like from watching the labor because their heads come out so coney. I guess all the hair that she had was literally at the top of her head, so he was like, oh my god, she has so much hair. But then when she came out, she was completely bald. So she was the cutest bald baby I've ever seen in my entire life. So if Zayna is bald as well, honestly, she'll be the cutest baby I've ever seen in my entire life bald. But it would be cute if she had more hair. I'm still not swollen, which is so nice. None of my fingers are swollen. My ring still fits. It's not even like tighter than usual. It just fits like normal. Same thing with my watches. My feet are not swollen at all. I am craving Chick-fil-A really bad. I've had Chick-fil-A so often. Every single time I think of it, I want it. Their french fries are so good and the chicken nuggets are so good. And that just honestly sounds like the perfect meal to me right now. Honestly, I haven't eaten it that much, but every single time, like if Dakarai asked me for a meal, I want to say Chick-fil-A. And I also am still craving Olive Garden. I still haven't gotten Olive Garden. I'm so sad. The Olive Garden is so far away from our house. We only have one Olive Garden near us, which is so weird because I feel like Olive Gardens are usually in every shopping center, and we have like a really huge shopping center, like an outdoor mall type thing right next to our apartment, and there's no Olive Garden in there. That really sucks, but I will get it at some point in this pregnancy. I promise you guys. I promise at some point in this pregnancy I'll come on this camera and I'll be like, I finally ate Olive Garden. I talked about a little bit earlier that I'm having lots of contractions. None of them hurt, so they're all Braxton Hicks contractions. That's the one thing that I have started to notice about this pregnancy that I didn't notice with Kaiya's pregnancy, and I'm wondering what I thought, or if I really just wasn't having very many contractions before I went into labor. But I'm thinking that I just didn't know what a Braxton Hicks contraction really was, and I probably just thought like, oh, my stomach feels hard, and then I thought like, oh, it went away. Like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't think very much at all. I don't know. Or it possibly could have been when I was pregnant with Kaiya, I was working at an office, but I sat down all day long at an office. So of course I was sitting down all day long, so I'm sure I probably wasn't having as many contractions, because like the only time I have contractions now is really when something brings it on. So if I'm bending over to pick something up, or if I just walked up the stairs, or if I did something extraneous. I didn't do that with Kaiya. When I was pregnant with Kaiya, I just sat at a desk all day long, and then I went on walks like after work sometimes with Dakarai, but other than that, I really didn't do it. Anyways, I was sitting down at a desk, so I think that I probably really actually just didn't have very many contractions. And if I did, it was like I had a contraction and then I felt it and I was like, that's weird, and then I didn't feel it again at all until whenever the next time it happened. This time I'm having like contractions every day, so I'm noticing it more often. That's pretty much it for all my symptoms. I don't have any other symptoms to talk about. I haven't bought anything exciting. We had our diaper party. I told you guys that in the last video. It was amazing. We still just kind of are now finishing up getting any packages that came in with diapers and stuff in them. We have everything that we need, of course, because we had so much stuff with Kaiya. We got the car seat. I think it was on Friday that we got it, and Dakarai installed it, so it's in my car. It's beautiful. I am officially a mom of 2, so I'm gonna have 2 car seats in my car. Luckily, I have a big car now instead of a small car. We have the bassinet out. We have the Mamaroo out downstairs. I have a little basket. Since we have upstairs and downstairs now, I definitely don't want to have to be running upstairs to grab a diaper or running downstairs to grab a diaper. So I have a little basket that I made with all of this stuff, and it's got blankets, spit rags, diapers, wipes. It's got a little toy in it, pacifiers, and everything that you could need. I just put it in that little basket so that we can have that for downstairs, and I'm gonna make another one for upstairs. I'm ready to have this baby. I'm ready to get this baby out of me and start being her mom. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to press the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.